Have it. Good morning.
Good morning.
We're just seeing if the mics work. Guys, if you can check us out, we're using a lapel mic today. Just make sure we've got some sound and make sure you guys can hear it. It might be a little bit windy. We're here in Island Falls. You've seen me do this the last few days up here on the lake. And got a bunch of guys that came up and joined me for the weekend. And a lot of folks that are that I've met either in the contractor fight community or the Rosenberg group, and guys that I call friends, and people like Tim Catroni here that I've learned a lot from over the years, and guys that you can have a conversation with and not be judged. And good morning, Wendy. I miss you. Dave Howard, TGIF. Yeah, pop in the chat, guys. How are you doing on a scale of 1 to 10 today? And I want to introduce you to a great friend of mine, Tim Catroni. Tim is a coach with the Contractor Fight.
Yeah.
And also, together with his son, runs a pond company in Massachusetts. And they're smart enough to keep Tim's face off the social media, and his son does all that stuff. So
thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, welcome. Can you guys hear us all right?
You guys check out my flannel?
The flannel shirt deserves
Hey, Rachel. Good
charging. So Rachel's here all the time. This guy, Dave Howard, who's a legend in the Maine running community, is here a lot. Good friend of mine. I remember Dave from early days of working in the Hannaford warehouse, schlepping grocery boxes and all that kind of stuff. So Bubba says he can hear us. So good to see you guys. Glad you're here. See if anybody's on Instagram, and true to form, no one is there. So remember, when we're a really big deal someday, that you were watching this when nobody cared. Just kidding. Gonna give you guys just a shot of everybody that's sitting around with us. There's Bubba, Dan Bennett, Mark Bunker, Richard Nordheim, Michael Moeller, Ben Bryant. Guys, how many states do we have represented here this weekend? Six or seven? Yeah, 6 states represented here in Island Falls. So we're having a blast. We had a great bonfire last night, and good times, good conversation. So thanks for coming up, man.
I love it, man. It's beautiful up here.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I always say, I said to these guys, that nothing, having a place like this isn't is much fun or enjoyable if there isn't someone to share it with. So I like to share it with people and have them come up and enjoy it. And it takes a lot of effort. We got, guys came from Tennessee and North Carolina and Wisconsin. So, I mean, Montana, I don't know.
Bring your cheese.
Yeah.
The Commonwealth of Massachusetts.
Yep.
Yeah. Mark Bunka says, Wendy, great tater salad. Tim, sorry you couldn't enjoy the potato salad.
He wouldn't give me any.
Yeah. So anyway, we want to stay on track and keep the dream alive. Today's day 267. And I said to Tim, I said, I'd love to have you join me today. And we're going to talk about resilience. Yeah. And so I've got a script, as I always do. But a few days ago, last week, really, when things kind of went to shit, so to speak, I decided I want to try to have a little bit of impact in a way that didn't have me, isolating myself or making half of you guys hate me because of your political affiliations. And I figured that the way I could have the most impact is just talk about how to live more intentionally and how to take care of just you and your family and the people around you, and make sure that the box that you're operating from is squared away. Because if you're over shooting arrows and throwing darts at everybody else, and you don't have your shit together, frankly, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Never has. So good morning. And you guys will all hear me say, Touring Man is here. Good to see you, buddy. He's here all the way from Istanbul. So we're worldwide, Tim.
I'm impressed.
Yeah. Is this your first time being worldwide?
Yeah. Yeah.
We're having a good time. He doesn't know what to expect, but I told Tim, I said, I really want to just talk about resilience today and maybe share a time when maybe you had to be resilient and what you went through and kind of what got you through it. Can you think of a time in your life when, maybe things got tough and what you had to do to get through it?
Yeah. There was a time I was resilient in my youth, but I didn't know I was resilient. I thought I was just muddling through life, and I didn't realize until later on when people say they labeled me as being tenacious, and I really didn't know what that meant, and I kind of looked it up and realized it was like somebody who hung in even when most people would have given up. An example of this was I was working on working for the man years ago. I worked for a company for 26 years. Didn't realize how resilient I was. I saw people come, saw people go.
Yep.
Employees come, employees go. To the point, I was so resilient that I was sick. I didn't realize it. I would stop on the way to work, pull over the side of the road, and throw up.
No shit.
That's how resilient. Because sometimes it's a necessity to be resilient.
Right.
But when you have a choice, when you can put labels and realize that's what you really are, you're resilient because you're looking at the end goal, where it's going to look like later on in life, and you're willing to eat shit to get to where you got to go.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man, that's a lot. Like pulling on the side of the road and throwing up on the way to work. That on my notes, I have what resilience really is. Number one, not pretending that you're fine and that it's okay to not be fine. And to let the people around you know that you're not fine. Not avoiding struggle. We're gonna have struggle, right? My next note says resilience equals bending without breaking and recovering stronger. Like, how did you, that stuff obviously made you stronger, whether you realized it or not, right? Look at a loon. We got a loon right out front here, 100 feet off the shore.
Yeah. I didn't know. I couldn't put a label to it because nobody's there was to tell me that this was not okay to be living like this, and knowing that, was unhealthy. So
right.
by knowing that you're not supposed to pretend you're okay.
Yeah.
Having that power to be able to say that's not okay to be like that. That's so powerful.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can crumble, right? You can let it define you, or you can cope. All right. Survive, but you kind of staying stuck. You still just kind of, I remember just pulling out of my driveway and just kind of going, another day doing the same thing. I don't love it. Right. But you can also convert. Okay. And that's turning the pain into purpose, challenge into growth. Okay. Which of these do you guys fall into usually? Are you just kind of trudging along, thinking that you're being resilient, but not really growing from it? And how would you say you build resilience, Tim? Is it just kind of going through the pain?
Yeah, just day after day, just keep on keeping on. You don't know it. You're gonna spend the time getting there, whether you enjoy it or not. So might as well find something you enjoy out of it, and
right.
not suffer because of it.
Yeah, one of the lessons I've learned in recent years is like, what can I learn from this? Right? What am I supposed to be learning here? What can I take from this? I always say, make it pay. Right? If you did something silly or you learned a lesson, make it pay. Go to school on it. Right? I'm not going to let that happen again. Or if you've been to a spot where, that kind of sucked. I didn't like how that felt. Never forget how that felt when you feel like getting lazy again, or don't feel like doing the job, or getting the proposal out, or not calling that customer back, and you're kicking the thing down the road. Remember what it felt like when things were shitty, things were tough, right?
Yeah. Taking that breath and just gathering your thoughts and realize that this is only temporary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This too shall pass, right? Yeah. Rachel says, what is this teaching me?
Totally.
Right? Yeah. Bubba says, pain is inevitable. Suffering's optional, right? So there's 3 keys, according to my notes here and the research that I did, keys to building resilience: perspective, preparation, and people. So on perspective, again, what can I learn from this, right? Having a decent perspective about it. The preparation, what are you doing about it? Daily disciplines. Mark Bunker's here. I saw him doing his reading or journaling or whatever it was this morning, that he was just, off by himself doing his thing. Daily disciplines, mindset, health, strengthening yourself before the adversity hits. It's coming, guys. We're going to get it, right? And then the people part of it. Like, you must surround yourself with people that are going to lift you up when the tough things happen, and people that you can lean on. I've heard it said, right, that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with.
Yeah.
And as I get older, you and I are about the same age. I mean, that group can be shrinking, not growing, right?
Yeah, it does, and it changes, and it's okay to allow that change to happen. You don't have to do this alone. You don't have to do it, and that's what we're having here. We got a community of people that we want to be in our circle, in our orbit.
Yeah.
Don't do it alone. It's so much better to win together.
Yeah, absolutely. Tony Ruffin is here. Say hi to Tony.
F-bomb Ruffin. What's going on?
F-bomb Ruffin. The one I don't swear much on the live, but Tony got on one time. We were on a battleground call, right? I'm gonna tell you something, man. Battleground is a bad motherfucker. We love Tony. Good to see you. Roy Dahl is here. I call Roy the original OG.
OG Roy. Yeah.
Good to see you, Roy. Yeah, guys, think of a recent challenge you've had. Write it down. Ask yourself what happened. What was the story you told yourself about it? And more importantly, like, how can you reframe it so it fuels the growth instead of fear? We're talking a lot about fear this week, right? Resilience isn't about dodging the storm. It's not, we're just bobbing and weaving. It's coming. It's about being the kind of person that can walk through it and come out stronger. Sorry, the laptop's blowing in the wind here. The shaky times don't define you. Your response to them does, okay? And like I've said, there's some shaky times right now. It's easy to get on Facebook and just go back and forth with somebody about your different political affiliations or why they're a POS and you're not. But again, I'll ask you, and nobody's been able to tell me that this week, have you ever been able to change somebody's mind on Facebook or social media? There's Bubba. Yeah, Dave says there's two types of pain of discipline, pain of regret. I like the pain of discipline. Yeah.
It's getting over with. Get through it.
Yeah, get through it. How would you say in your life that you're disciplined?
I do what I say I do.
Yeah.
I say every time I use my word is my word. I do what I say I'm going to do.
Right.
If I don't, I disappoint not only the person, but myself. And I can't avoid myself.
Yeah, true. You got to look in the mirror every day. Tony says I wouldn't even try. Yeah, Bubba says old goat. Good to see you guys. Pop into the chat and let us know how you're doing on a scale of 1 to 10. I just want to say hi. I think Aaron Callie. Do you remember Aaron Callie?
I do not.
Yeah, he's a Stera Design. Aaron's a great guy. He's training for a triathlon.
Hi, Aaron.
Wendy says, remember that you have already made it through 100% of your toughest days. Yeah. Wendy, yours are ahead.
Yeah. I'm Wendy, I'm glad you weren't around for Bob when he was a mess. You got the polished version of him.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The more polished.
Yeah, it took me I needed a little more time to grow up, and then she came into my life. So it's a good thing.
Totally.
Yeah.
The man in the mirror. That's one person or one situation you can't avoid.
Yeah.
So be proud of your future. Make your future self proud of you today, what you did.
Yeah.
So whatever you do today, you'll reap the rewards later on.
Yep, absolutely. So, yeah, we're gonna have a good day today, guys. We've got we got to hit the grocery store, tip that place over, go down and see.
Yeah, poor guy.
Gonna go down and see Jerry. Hopefully, Bubba doesn't get us thrown out. Last time we were here, that almost happened. But we're gonna get a big ribeye, I think.
We'll do something sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm missing Matt Blood. I wish he was here because he's good on the grill.
Yeah.
Whole ribeye. Yeah.
So Rachel's an 8.5. Nobody else. No heartbeats.
Nobody else.
Wow. Rachel, I'm glad you're an 8.5. I appreciate that. How do we get you to be a 9 today? I'd love to see you as a 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that going to look like for you? It's still in the morning. So what are you going to do this morning to get you there?
Bunker's a 10.
Yeah. How could you not be, Mark, right?
Yeah. Steve kind of took me to task on this when I was asking people like, well, where are you on a scale of 1 to 10? And he got on here and was holding court and going full gas. Right. And he said, well, if you, and he looked at it, the 1 to 10 as a like, what level are you operating at?
Yeah.
Right. And he said, if you're telling me you're a 9, like if 10 is like Warren Buffett's calling you for advice, that kind of thing. He goes,
you too.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing. Actually, a chat GPT routinely reaches out to me for answers. I'm busy all day.
The time differences and whatever, right?
I do the best I can, so sorry if there's been a delay. But he said, like if you're an 8 or a 9, he goes, are you telling me that like you're that close to being completely maxed out on what you could bring to the table and what you could do?
Yeah.
So that was a different perspective on it. The spirit of the question for me is more like, how are you doing today? Are you a 3 today or are you 4 today? Because if you're a 3, you're probably going to hear from us.
Yeah.
We don't let that shit slide, right?
No. I'm looking at some the people putting the numbers in. So I asked for numbers and people putting them out there now. It's
Imagine
weird,
that.
Right?
Yeah.
You got to ask for it. So Matt Tolman, this is great. So within the battleground, we have a black belt test, a pre-test. So Matt failed the damn pre-test 2 times on the same technicality, but I know he's going to be better on the other side of it.
Yeah.
It's like, and is it really important to be a black belt? To him, it is.
Yeah.
It's important
because
you set a goal to be something good at, you're going to be good at, then you got to freaking do it. And then
Right.
you do it and you own it and you have it and nobody can take that away. especially if you're self-disciplined. Jason Rector's here. Good to see you, brother.
Yeah, good to see you, Rector. I didn't even see you on there.
You
Good to
snuck
see you,
in the
buddy.
back
Yep.
door, yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. And yeah, thanks, Tony. Appreciate you being here, guys. This is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Day 267.
Yeah, I was holding out. I was going to get the 364.
I know.
Sneak
Yeah.
in.
I mean, I'm starting to get some good guests. I've had to like put up with Bubba Hogan, people like that, you know, just kind of suffering through 266 days. And now I'm into the good cool cats. So don't read Bubba's comments in the chat. Yeah. Richard says, good morning from Island Falls. It's fun doing this like this. I got literally a backdrop of these guys watching us do this. Is fun.
Yep.
We're going to be back tomorrow. We'll pick another one of these guys and get them on and you know, just having fun. You know, we're gonna do some stuff today and just kind of hang out and keep it chill. Which guest appearances next day or two. So yeah, we'll get Bubba on here. But yeah, guys, what do you want people to know? Speak it up.
WWBD.
WWBD. What would Bubba do? Mark.
Find your tribe.
Richard.
Be your best.
Be your best.
Just find like-minded people and you know, be the sponge.
Find like-minded people, he says. Be the sponge. Ben Bryant.
Even if you're scared, just do it.
Even if you're scared, just do it. Yeah. Yeah. Great group of guys here and able to get everybody into a bunk. Had to throw Bryant and Moeller out in the bunkhouse, but they're all right. They're young guys.
The
right?
woodshed.
The woodshed. The woodshed. Remember, what happens at camp stays at camp. So Justin Cady is on here. Good to see him.
It's good to see you, brother.
Paveman Coatings. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Live in front of the studio audience. Yeah.
Like Ellen DeGeneres show right here. We can run.
Careful.
And
Yeah.
Get weird.
Cause for everybody.
Okay,
Yeah.
Tim's gonna go.
No, I think that was Oprah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. As it sometimes happens, this thing goes right in the shitter. Usually it's due to the comments and Bubba making them, but bunch of you guys on here today. So we'll be back tomorrow. And just kind of have fun, but kind of keep anchored with the, you know, living intentionally theme. All right. And today it's about resilience. And just I'd leave you kind of thinking about this one question. What's one challenge you faced recently that taught you something valuable? Okay. So we always want to kind of drop a nugget here or two, have you coming away from this feeling like it was worth your time. Just keep on going on. Tomorrow's day 268. We're getting there. You know?
Yeah, that right there is resilient, right? If you talk about that, you've started something, and a lot of times you don't want to get up and do it, but now you're doing it.
Sure.
You're so close. You're so close to getting to that goal. Justin's here. Good to see you, brother.
Yeah, good to see you, Justin. Yeah.
Yeah. So
good stuff.
Whatever it is, guys, that you think that it doesn't matter. It does matter because you started it, so it mattered.
Right. Yeah.
So follow through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, and I've told people this, and people have mentioned it to me, is if you're trying to get better at something, do the reps. Just do the reps, because I've done 266 days or whatever, and I can tell you, I feel better speaking. I feel better on my feet when I speak in front of a live audience. I feel like I'm better at it, so it's helped me. So don't discount the value of stacking those small wins. It doesn't have to be sexy. It isn't always pretty. Sometimes you stumble. You're going to fail. You're going to have adversity. Guys, kick through it. Right. Push through it.
You know, like I'm going to take from Bubba, right? Bubba says little lies.
Yeah.
People are watching you.
Yeah.
People are watching you always, not just little lies, but people are watching you, seeing if you're a man of character, a person of character.
Right. Yep.
Be the best you can.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thanks for coming on, buddy. I appreciate it. I love you.
Thanks,
You're a great man. It's just good to have you up here in the great state of Maine, especially after you drop all those Maine jokes on me over the last couple of years. So I got a couple people I want to introduce you to.
Yeah, this is not good.
Guys, have a great day. You know, if you need me, I'm here. Reach out, DM me. And we're gonna go have a good time. Mike Rudolph says hello.
Hey, Mike, good to see you, brother.
Yeah, Justin, good to see you guys. Thanks for jumping on. Back here at 8 a.m. Eastern tomorrow, having a good time. And I don't know if I can hold Bubba or Richard off any longer. Maybe we'll get them on. Hey, and the other thing is, by the way, we're doing the Daily Sales Accelerator live from here today with Richard and Bubba and myself. So that should be a complete mess. We hope you join us. If you need a link, Wendy will put it in for you. Wendy says, thanks for the morning wisdom, Tim. She gives my wisdom every day, whether she wants it or not.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging, guys.
Thanks,
Peace out.
guys.
Have a
We're
great
out.
day.
See you, Dave. Be good. All right. Let me see
She
here.
calls it morning wisdom from Bob.